Hey everybody, this is PandaloverWWF.
And I'm Ginga.
And this is Galaxy Panda! Woo! Hey everybody, it's PandaloverWWF here from Galaxy Panda, and this segment's going to be called Panda's Corner. Alright, so we're going to talk about manga that's new, old, and interesting. Now this one's called The Heiress and the Chauffeur. It's about a girl named Sayaka. She's heir to a very big family in Japan, and she has a best friend named Narataki. Now her family calls him servant, she calls him best friend. So there's rumors swirling around at her school that she has a forbidden love affair with him, but clearly that's not the case. They're just really good friends in the first volume, but who knows? I suggest reading it. You know, sometimes 2 volumes are better than more. Now the next manga I want to talk about is by Ray Toma. She's very famous, and it's called Dawn of the Arcania. And this series is my favorite. Now it's about a princess named Nabata and a prince named Caesar. Now they are being forced to marry because both their countries are at war. And this is the only way to have a good peace treaty apparently in this time era. And she has red hair, and red hair is not good because it means she's not from royal blood. She's only halfsies. I would have to say Caesar is a narcissistic moron, and she's just really independent. She knows how to fight, and she stands her ground. Now, of course, that means they're butting heads, but, of course, in the first volume, they slowly start to like each other in their own way. I suggest reading it. It only has 8 volumes right now, but that means it's doing well. But yeah, that's it for Panda's Corner. If you have any suggestions of manga I should read, comment below. And if there's any more that you would like to know, stay tuned for episode 2.
Hello, Azzy. Welcome to Galaxy Panda. Thank you for being our first ever guest.
Woo!
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, hey guys, if you guys don't know, this is Azzy. He is an amazing abridger. Azzy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I live in Texas. It's hot as hell here, and and I like to make people laugh and smile, and that's all you really need to know.
Oh, sweet. All right, so Azzy, we have a couple of questions for you. So let's start with number 1.
How did you become an abridger?
Well, I got a lot of inspiration from, watching other people create abridged videos. Really, I think Little Karibo's Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is my real first exposure to abridging, and I think it's what got me interested. But I think what got me wanting to do it myself is when I actually started helping out a couple of abridgers called Ya Crazy Channel. Their individual names are Hilsaby and Nizinator. They do a Final Fantasy X abridged, and it is really funny. And one time I actually created a fan remix of a song they used in their series, and then we just started talking, and eventually I was able to lend a few editing services and writing services to their series, and eventually that got me wanting to start creating my own stuff.
Oh, okay. And you started with, I believe, Digimon?
Not quite. Even before that, when I first started socializing with Hills and Nizinator, I actually got the idea from a friend of mine to abridge a Spider-Man movie. And I was pretty raw back then, but I still think I did a pretty funny job at abridging Spider-Man 2 because my friend and I had discussed a few jokes beforehand, so I thought I could make it work somehow. But even then, it was still a little raw. That's when it carried over into Digimon, which I discussed with another friend that we should totally abridge a season of Digimon that no one would probably even touch, because the later seasons aren't as popular. So we decided to do Frontier because I love Frontier. And sadly, after a few years, it never really got anywhere. We were still kind of raw. It was like we lost a few episodes due to poor file handling and stuff, and we had quite a bit of drama amongst our cast, and a lot of people left. So it just fell apart over the years.
But now you started a new project and it's going pretty well.
Yes, actually, during my first year of Abridging Frontier, I met our mutual friend Ultima Savior Dragon, and he introduced me to you lovely people. And,
Hi.
and, yeah, so, regarding Arc 5, what I originally wanted to do was abridge Zexel, but then I found out that you were doing it, and I didn't want to, create something that people would look at and go, oh, this is better or this is worse than what Mana's doing, because I wanted to be original. I wanted to do my own thing. So when the promotional poster for Arc 5 showed up, I was foaming at the mouth because
like,
I knew
finally I can abridge a Yu-Gi-Oh series too.
Yeah, I was primed to pounce on that as soon as the first episode came out. I was like, I'm abridging that, no questions asked.
And then we both teamed up and then this happened. Woo!
Yes.
Alright, so we got another question.
What made you start Arc 5 Abridged, and what is your experience so far?
Well, like I said, I've had a few years behind my belt before starting Arc 5. I think even though Digimon was a failure, it's what helped me get ready for Arc 5 because I was able to grow as a writer and as an editor through those years, and it really helped me. Even though episode 1 of Arc 5 was still a little raw compared to our current episodes, it's having all that experience before that definitely helped make it a success anyway.
Yeah, I agree. And it's been really a fun trip. So the next question is, what microphone do you use? Because a lot of people ask in the comments section.
Yes, and you're probably going to be surprised to hear this. It's actually a Guitar Hero microphone by Logitech, a USB microphone that just plugs right into your computer. And these things only these only run for like $5 on eBay, and people don't realize how good these things are because they're always using them for Guitar Hero.
Yeah, like, guys, you can have good quality and save money.
The Guitar Hero microphone is what I like to call a budget microphone because you can pick it up for dirt cheap and it works very well.
What are your tips for up-and-coming abridgers?
Well, make sure you don't necessarily have to write well. You could just find maybe someone to help you write your episodes, but make sure your humor is quick and witty because you'll want to keep people's attention. Make sure you have a good paying job because you'll want to buy some decent editing software if you're an editor. Like, off the top of my head, I can think of maybe Adobe, what was that Adobe software? The one that you use to edit videos.
Is that Adobe Premiere?
Yes, Adobe Premiere or Sony Vegas Pro. I use Sony Vegas Pro and it is amazing.
Yeah, and it works miracles. For comedic style, what's your favorite kind? Like, do you have, like, just name an abridger, probably, that inspires your comedic style a little bit.
Oh, definitely, Hills and Nizinator. I drew a lot of my inspiration for my comedy from them because their Final Fantasy X Abridged series is really funny.
And what kind of voice acting do you like? Crazy out there or subtle, kind of like Team 4-Star level?
I like a combination of the two because sometimes you'll want to go hammy like I do with Himika, or other times you'll want to keep it subtle, keep it smooth.
Like Yuri.
Yeah, because you'll never know when both styles have their comedic aspects, and you'll want to use both effectively. You'll want to have a wide range in your repertoire.
All right, so the final question is,
how do you feel about the response to Arc 5's Abridged so far?
I'm overjoyed. I couldn't be happier. I'm glad that because our Digimon series it didn't have much of an audience, mainly because of copyright issues. So I had to put it on Dailymotion, put it on all these different sites. So it never really got its YouTube audience, and it had a small YouTube audience, but it wasn't all that massive. But Arc 5, as soon as we put that first episode up, we've gotten loads of viewers, and we're continuing to still get a bigger and bigger audience, and I'm just it warms my heart. I'm glad we're able to, please the audience like this, make them smile, make them laugh,
and add something fun for the fandom.
Yep.
Alright, so we're gonna do this little segment called Lightning Round!
Woo!
Hey, Lightning Round, where we will ask you a bunch of questions, and they're very random, so it could be any topic ever.
Prepare yourself.
And you have to answer to the best of your ability as fast as you can.
Okay.
Alright, so starting now. Do you have any other hobbies besides abridging?
I like to draw.
What's your favorite Kamen Rider?
Gaim.
What's your favorite fruit?
Blueberry.
Team Pokemon Sun or Pokemon Moon?
Pokemon Moon.
Hey. Who is your favorite character in Arc 5 Abridged?
Yuya, I guess.
What inspired Himika's voice?
I don't know, I just like to use it.
If you could dye your hair any color from the rainbow, what would you pick?
Blue.
Hey!
Yay!
Good job! Do you feel confident about those answers?
Yes. Was that part of the lightning round?
Yep,
Yeah,
and
that
that's
was
all for
it.
lightning round. Woo! That was a fun interview.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ozzy.
Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Awesome, and maybe for the future when we have more segments, we could bring you back.
I'd be happy to join you.
That'd be awesome. All right, thanks, Ozzy.
No problem.
And now it's time for some special announcements. MetroCon will be held July 21st through the 24th in Tampa, Florida at the Tampa Convention Center, featuring some special guests such as the miraculous Ladybug, Christina V, that half-demon with a big sword, Richard Ian Cox. He has no name, but you can just call him Kirby Morrow. That crazy rainbow-haired mom, Laura Post. Squirtle, squirt. It's Eric Stewart, Sailor Moon's husband, Robbie Damon. Why won't Saitama Senpai notice me? Zach Aguilar, and he's just a hero for fun, Max Middleman. So if you're in the area, you might want to come along, because me and my Panda Lover WWF here, we're going to be at MetroCon too, so you guys should come and see us. We're going to be walking around like this probably. In our cosplays, we have a Gundam Wing group. We're going to be the Preventers, and our friend Tyrus, he's going to be cosplaying Zex, so we're going to have all 5 Gundam pilots and Zex in Preventers outfits. But wait, there's more! One of the many special events going on at MetroCon is the annual singing competition, Anime Idol. Just imagine American Idol, but singing your favorite anime, video game, and Asian music. This year, it will be held on Friday, June 22nd at 11 a.m. in the main events hall, so don't miss it.
Hi everybody! So if you're seeing us at the convention, don't be shy, come up and take a picture with us. We'll give you free candy, and you'll be featured in episode 2 of Galaxy Panda. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, like, how did you do that?
I'm gonna be the mighty king, so enemies beware.
Well, I never seen a king of beasts with quite so little hair.
I'm gonna be the main event, like no king was before. I'm brushing up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my road.
That's a far rather uninspiring thing.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
You've rather a long way to go, young master, if you think.
No one's saying do this.
When I say that,
No one's saying be there.
nothing meant to
No
us.
one's saying stop that.
But you don't
No one's
realize.
saying see here.
Oh, now see here.
Free to run around all day.
Well, that's definitely out.
Free to do it all my way.